Welcome everyone to Midwest Tree ID. On this channel, it is my mission to help you learn an abundance of trees that grow right here in the Midwest, and some key features on how to identify them. There's just one thing to clarify before we begin. We're not going to be throwing hatred or ridiculing any of the species that we're going to be talking about. But we do, however, want to encourage thoughtful conversation in the comments about personal experiences and things like that. Please try to remember that everything has value and that we are here to enjoy nature and everything it has to offer. So without anything else, let's jump right in. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are in Miller Park in Bloomington, Illinois, and we're talking about Aesculus glabra today. This is the Ohio Buckeye, easily one of the most common buckeyes to find in the landscape, and it is native to parts of the Midwest and other areas of the United States. And much like all of our other buckeyes, they are going to have a nice palmate compound leaf, which of course this wind is not helping me out much today. It's a little chilly as well, so I'm having a hard time doing this. But yeah, palmate leaf, and these ones are going to typically have about 5 leaflets. And these leaflets are pretty typically going to be between 4 and 6 inches long, and they may vary a little bit. They're not going to be quite as long as on the yellow buckeye or the red buckeye. But typically a lot of times when it's actually warm out, not chilly like it is today, they're actually much more fanned out as opposed to being kind of droopy and kind of sad looking like they are right now. The Ohio Buckeye, just like the yellow buckeye, is going to have a yellow panicled flower, much smaller than on the yellow buckeye, but it is still going to be there. And the key identifying factor between the two, yellow buckeye and Ohio buckeye, is going to be the capsule that surrounds the buckeye itself. And we will showcase that in a later video. But for now, we'll go ahead and take a look at the bark and the habit. And like I showed with the yellow buckeye, most of our buckeyes are going to have pretty much very similar bark. These are going to be very, very platy, a little bit of a range of tan and gray and even almost white colored bark from time to time. And that's pretty much going to be consistent throughout the whole scope of the canopy there, as you can kind of see. And let's go ahead and take a look at the habit. This is our buckeye here, not the hop hornbeam over here or the Norway spruce over here. So this guy in the middle. You can see they get quite large, easily get 70 feet in height with a spread of about 40 feet, and quite dense as well. And they'll get more dense as the season progresses. But they kind of look nice with those yellow flowers on there. If you can kind of see them, you can kind of see them. They're not fully open yet, but when they're open, they're really quite nice. And the Ohio Buckeye can have quite a nice solid base, is what you're kind of seeing there. Very, very large. And typically very straight trunk trees typically. And so they can be quite nice for the landscape, certainly nice for parks and golf courses and large open spaces like that. So guys, thanks for joining me for the Ohio Buckeye today, and be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to stay tuned for part 2 when I will show you a much closer look up at the seeds and the capsule that surrounds the hull that surrounds the buckeye itself, and I will showcase the actual leaf buds much more clearly. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you guys next time.